If you want to see amazing and exciting duels, informative and entertaining top 10 lists, and everything else that's just great about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, you gotta watch the Capital G show. Shout out to my homeboy Dante. Hey. What's up YouTube, Capital G here. So remember a couple of days ago we were discussing some of the new cards coming out in Dimension of Chaos, and one of them was a rank 3 Raid Raptor monster. It was called Raid Raptor's Dp-Ygo, and I said that the card itself was actually amazing. Like I see it being a game ender all the time when you summon it, and even without it potentially ending the game, the burn effect could just do a ton of damage, and it made up for the card having kind of lackluster stats as most Raid Raptor monsters do. But I noticed it was rank 3, and I thought that that was a little counterproductive to make rank 3 monsters in a deck that is pretty much exclusively level 4. And then a lot of people were saying, well, Cap, in the anime, the character actually summoned it using a level 3 monster, and I was like, okay, well, that means that there has to be a level 3 or multiple level 3s coming out. So here is your level 3. This is Raid Raptor Skull Eagle. I don't know if they changed the effect from the anime or the manga, because I haven't really seen that much of the Arc 5 manga slash anime. Well, I haven't seen the manga at all. I've only seen a little bit of the anime. All I know about the anime is pendulum, pendulum, pendulum. That's all I know. It's my favorite part of the anime. Anyways, this is Skull Eagle. As you can see, it's a winged beast, obviously, as all Raid Raptors are. It is level 3, of course, because something has to be able to make Devil's Eagle. 1000 attack, 500 defense. Low stats really don't bother me, to be honest, because Raid Raptors, like, they're really not stat based. I've always liked in Japan on the OCG how the cards have double R on them. Like, I think that's the neatest thing. But anyways, this guy has 2 effects, and you can only use the first effect once per turn. Effect number 1. If you activate an effect of an Xyz monster by detaching this card as an Xyz material, banish this card from the graveyard, then target one Raid Raptor card in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. This seems really good. Essentially, it's kind of a way to make any Xyz that you summon using this, like, pay for itself instantly. And the fact that what I really like is you don't even have to go into a Raid Raptor Xyz to use this effect. Like, you could just go into, I don't know, a Levier the Sea Dragon or something like that, and as soon as you detach this, you just get to add back any of your Raid Raptor monsters. And what's even better actually is it doesn't specify a Raid Raptor monster. So you could get Readiness, you could get Nest, which is a ridiculous. I was streaming late last night / early this morning, and I was playing against Raid Raptors, and the guy he kept resolving Raid Raptor's Nest. Like, I think he ended up making a +3 off of this because he used 2 copies, and he just kept searching and searching off of the same couple of copies. So that would be one of the cards that I would definitely want to get back. And then the effect number 2, it's not quite as useful, but it's kind of like, I guess, a little bit of icing on that cake. Effect number 2 says an Xyz monster that was summoned using this card. Once again, it does not have to be a Raid Raptor Xyz monster. As Xyz material gains this effect. When it is Xyz summoned, it gains 300 attack. That does kind of make up for the fact that your Raid Raptor monsters, for the most part, have, I mean, their attacks are really underwhelming. Blaze Falcon requires 3 level 5s, but only has 1000 attack. Force Strix only has 1000 or 100 base attack. You know, Rise Falcon only has 100 base attack. But it's really not that big of a deal. Rise Falcon can actually steal the attack of monsters that were special summoned. You know, Dp-Ygo can just, like, pretty much burn your opponent to death for the original attack of that monster. So when I look at this card, I'm thinking it doesn't do much on itself, but I mean, it is clearly an Xyz enabler. The only thing about this card is if it doesn't, like, I think now Raid Raptors need a monster that basically does the opposite of Mimicry. Like, they need a monster that lowers the stars of the Raid Raptors, that lowers the levels of Raid Raptor monsters you control by 1. That would make it, like, much more practical to fit Skull Eagle in the deck, because you can't really use Skull Eagle and Mimicry at the same time, because Mimicry would be, if you use this effect, Mimicry would be level, like, it would end up being level 5, and then, you know, like, Skull Eagle Dp-Ygo would be level 4, so you couldn't exceed. The only way you'd be able to do it is if you had Skull-Eagle on board and Mimicry, and then you summoned the Raid Raptor after that, but now that's like hella situational, so I can't really say that that would be consistent. So this card is going to be, like, the playability of this card, and I guess honestly Dp-Ygo is going to be dependent on, like, can Raid Raptors get another monster that kind of has synergy with this, because this card is really good. If you exceed with it, it's amazing because it pays for itself and it gives you like bonus stats, and Dp-Ygo is crazy good too. But if there is no other synergistic card that works with both of those, they're both kind of going to be like, they're both going to kind of be like on an island where you just don't really have like, there's no reason to use them because the deck already works perfectly as a rank 4 deck. So let me know what you guys think. I think that this card and Dp-Ygo have potential. They just kind of have to tie it all together. Thank you guys for watching as always.